squeeze it and you see the...
And if that makes
your mind open for...
Here we are with Keith, founder of the Wine School of Philadelphia. We're standing outside. Gary Vaynerchuk is inside signing his new book, 101 Wines. And we have some questions for Keith, who's known Gary for a long time. So the first question, obviously, is, are you a Vayniac?
You know, I'm afraid to say I'm really not. Just largely because Gary and I have known each other for so long. It would actually be hard. I've known Gary since he was yay tall, and he was like, all he drank was Yellowtail. And when I actually first met him, I had to show him what Chablis was and Merlot, what Cabernet was. It was really, really, really difficult. But you know, he's really grown up. I'm really impressed with what he's done.
Have you read the book yet?
Part of it. Like, it's not one of those books you would read straight through necessarily, but we've read the intro and kind of flipped through it, marked a few wines.
Okay. Have any wines stood out to you?
His #1 wine actually sounded absolutely amazing.
Sometimes it's the bottles that Gary's talking about, I'm like, oh, that sounds like something, his descriptions are so vivid. I go, well, that sounds interesting. Even if it doesn't sound like something I would like, the fact that it sounds interesting means I want to taste it and see if I can get that myself. But the other thing that Gary preaches is the whole, go try everything. So just the fact that I may go to the bar and instead of buying a glass of beer, I'll buy a glass of wine if I see something on the menu that I haven't had before. That side of the influence has also been really important.
I'm very much into the Greek white wines. I'm really heavy on that. I'm also really drinking a lot of Rueda, and I'm also really getting feverish on late harvest Zinfandel. I'm on a secret late harvest Zinfandel kick.
Do you watch the videos on Wine Library TV?
Yeah.
Now, what's your favorite Thunder moment?
I think it's got to be the intro. It gets you every time.
The intro, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, has the intro or the video itself ever caused you to buy a bottle of wine?
Yeah, it's definitely, we've gone out and tried some of the different types of wine based on some of the things that he said, so.
What influence has Gary had on your wine buying knowledge or just your wine buying itself?
Sure, well, I was introduced to Gary through the technology side as someone who didn't know a whole lot about wine. And Gary's use of the ease and accessibility of web technology to bring wine knowledge to somebody who wasn't necessarily interested in wine in the first place, that he was able to suck me in, I was entertained and I was learning, and continued coming back more and more every time because each time he stepped it up, as he says, bringing the thunder, bringing the thunder every single time consistently, and he's true to his product. I think that's one of the big things about Web 2.0 culture and web technology. Technology forces transparency, and Gary talks about that a lot.
To Classic Wines, who I think, other than you, are the biggest proponent of web wine video. And can we get a good little Vaynerchuk for the camera?
Gary Vaynerchuk.